flowing through the entire tournament. Now you're playing against a real team. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh, we get to find out here. We're ready to hop into the action. Check out map number 1. See what these two teams are made of. Aether obviously off a little bit of a break there. They have been putting in work during the offseason in those Eagles Masters, as you highlighted there. So they're still going to be ready and warmed up versus a team that obviously has been putting in work as well on the other end of the server. And Salt, we'll see what they're bringing to the table here. Jump spotting for any sort of mid-aggression and out towards long. It's where they're taking their space right now. And just going to be a single player jump spotting, looking for that contact. Finally catches some visual.
Jump spotting here. Micro does get tagged up by the smoke a tad bit, but won't come up big here. We have a sight defense available. Juno up on it, but blinded by a great flash from Crystal. And 2 kills come through from Noto, making this A site take completely clean here from Seoul.
I didn't even have to throw all their utility. They still have a molly left that was ready to go there. They just find the kills as they try and slide past the smoke. I think a flashbang kind of went awry as well for Juno, who's peeking into the angle while the flash is popped, so he gets fully blinded up. And Aether, the defense quickly crumbles despite the fast rotation and fast motion in to try and stop that. So really good resistance offered up. Now just USPs here versus a USP from Crystal. Gonna hold on to that one. Look for some money to be farmed up. Bit of missed door smoke there, but that shouldn't be too costly given that it is just pistols. We'll allow everyone to rotate over towards this A side, which is good news.
Yeah, and a couple of swaps coming through for Aether at the moment. Their coach Jeebs is in the server. Swing forward from the cat out of these USPs. We'll see if that comes into play at all. We'll kind of be paying attention to the stat line so far. A lot of damage out of these USPs, though, considering all armorless, got nothing to lose. Extending down to 36, but Sane should have this one locked in from the corner here. Still focused on the mid doors, though. We'll have 1 and 2 to lock up the anti-eco here. Seoul going to start off 2-0.
I like the idea from Aether trying to collapse in on middle through doors and cat, especially after the start of that round, but just not enough firepower to really make that work. Enough to get the kills to back it up. Good round put together by Seoul to split second decision making into that B side. Stay away from the most of the resistance. Keep the casualties to a minimum. See if this door smoke lands. This one wasn't quite on the money.
That one did, I believe.
Yeah, that one's much better.
No long control here. Pretty stock standard Dust 2 setup. At the moment, Micro will move into CT spawn and always going to be starting 2 on the B site, so they can never rush the B site. Cat control here for Seoul, though. I think it's just going to be an A finish. Micro, though, looking to make a play in the middle of the execute, potentially anticipating the play. Smoke up, stands up, sees a player. Just looking desperately for a kill, but will not be given it.
Oh, great mid to B smoke. That just instantly flushes Micro out of position here and has to commit. Even another rotate coming through as well. Juno going to boost him up while everyone else is on cat, so A site's weak.
Yeah, this is really risky at the moment to be going for the boost like this because you don't have the utility to retake this. It's not happening. Tokupeak drops down to the CT spawn with a flying Galil. But, with that kill as well from Noto. That should shut down this retake. Judah still wants to play in this, but will be dropped quickly. Crystal now looking towards the flank. Arios gonna get blinded. Perfect flashbang. The shot's not quite there to back it up, but Sane has the trade. And Jeeps to back away. That boost in CT spawn cost them the round.
Yeah, it just takes enough resources out of Catwalk. Perfect mid to B smoke for a little bit of manipulation, and then Aether are left completely in the dust, trying to get back into the swing of things before it's too late. I mean, Just really good map control overall, and that's what I'm so impressed with right now from seoul. It feels like they've got their protocols down pat for cat control. We saw the utility for them to just get that first phase of the map control, then throwing in the mid to B smoke, allowing for that map rotation to come through out of the CT side, weakening up that A side a little bit more, and that's just really well put together there from start to finish for seoul that I want to see out of them.
I mean, a ridiculous shot from the top of the A ramp, A site to take down Tender. I mean, that's the kill. That's the kill that defines the round. Tender wins that duel. They're on for that retake. They can make it happen, but past that point, my goodness. But you have Arias still holding on to an M4.
Jeeps tossing that one over here. Nice boost as well to try and start things off.
Ooh, boy. That smoke does not obscure completely. Noto really wants to flashbang here. Ready for the cat boost. Flashbang up, and... But Micro gets the kill inside of lower tunnels right now. Can he escape is a bigger question. They're not going to really try to hunt him. Instead, waiting for the long push. Well timed there from Tokyo Peak, and Sane will get traded. Keeping this one 3 versus 3. Push through the smoke here for Juna. Oh, but the flick is good enough.
Oh, what a quick reaction right there. Opportunity to advance even further in this round. Now going to be left out. Multiple mollies heading in towards Catwalk. Guns to be recovered in the lower side here if Jeeves wants to and play a safe game, but they're still interested in making this retake happen here.
Ooh. Excellent grenade. I mean, really wanted to throw themselves at the equation. Obviously, you still have a bye in the next round. Jeeps looking for a head that could pop up on the site any moment. But it looks like nothing gives. It will be a walk away here from Aether. 4-0 start here for seoul. The team coming straight out of Face It.
Looking well prepared here, well coordinated in this matchup. That's what I like to see here. Flashbang, again, always towards Catwalk, making sure that that boost doesn't get too much here. Now, still Micro able to, you know, make things happen from lower, but some serious challenges faced here as they call a timeout. How to structure this defense here. How do they plant their feet on the CT side? Make sure that they can gather some of this control of the map on this defense. So right now the default's holding together a little too well for seoul. They're punishing aggression when it heads their way. They're very systematic about how they take this control. That's kind of a surprise here to me so far, is seeing that level out of a team here. Again, it is kind of put into question heading into this matchup. Now, as you said, maybe a couple of players here on this Aether team that weren't quite available. One being, you know, Flo, who can be a vocal point of this team, but having to pick up the pieces. Even still, let's see what they can do.
Picking up the off for this one. This is going to be bold from Tender as the swing comes through just as the flash pops up. But Tender with an instant headshot punishes Exciting for trying to run him down. Plants his feet. Aether with the opening 2 kills in this one, and Micro keeps moving. And we'll stay patient. 3 versus 5.
Have an op on the other end of the server right now for Micro to try and deal with inside the pit angle. Hoping for some sort of leverage back into this round for this T side. Trying to utilize that op to get it. But Micro's not giving him an inch right now. Try and crack back open this round. Playing a very thin angle to catch this counterpart off guard. And might walk right into it as well.
Oh, but Micro fast on the draw right there to take down Crystal. He's gonna keep going back in a little no-scope action as he's full blind. And this is just looking like a 2v5 save. Noto does have some utility. This will be the hold. Micro, I think, stepped in front of the mid smoke.
Yeah.
You can see that X and Suicide right now is looking real pretty. Micro playing really aggressive on the AWP up. It's not really his weapon of choice, but obviously since Flo is out of the server right now for today,
Picking up the mantle and doing it nicely, especially when they need a lifeline in this matchup to start things off. Stepping forward in towards middle. Looks like positionally playing pretty strong as well with the instant rotation towards long thereafter. So, liking what I'm seeing when Aether need recovery. Instant timeout called, though, from Seoul. We'll see what the reaction is to try and deal with Micro's AWP. And hey, who hasn't picked up the op once or twice on Dust 2, right?
Me. It's me. I'm the guy who says, I just feel like opping a little bit on Dust 2. And I mean, there's just so many plays you can make with it. Like, you could actually go to any part of the map and find effectiveness with the AWP. You know, wherever you want to reinforce your setup, Micro can be there. Obviously, the op typically found towards car on the A site, left to kind of defend that site all on its own. But Micro, extremely mobile. And looking for picks. He still will have another challenger in Crystal, but seeing all this utility get thrown out, he just wants to go forward. There's no cat Molotov, so... And an Xbox smoke will only embolden him more. He's protected from lower tunnels.
Perfect util here now. Has to translate his defense quickly in towards B because it is just two defenders at the moment. Blowing open a smoke on that Xbox utility. Can't stick around for too long. Does feel a little bit of the pressure here. That internal clock starts to tick. Has to fall back here. There's that utility out of tons and split with the mid to B. This could be very deadly here. Quick rotation in from Juna. Gonna beat him to the punch, and he's gonna provide extra coverage.
Micro as well, posted up on mid doors though. Xani down for one. Micro looking for the re-swing too. The thing is, Seoul are able to pivot as long as this utility keeps cutting them off, but that smoke will only allow Micro to cross back in time. Players to jump up on the Xbox. Juna doesn't see any. And now Micro in charge of the site.
He's got to do even more here with the AWP. He's got a little bit of utility, but not going to throw it. Instead, just holding that op out.
30 seconds. Micro posted. Knows they could be on the catwalk. He is the solo defender. And he nails the shot for one. Smoke to catwalk to keep the op pinned down. And Micro putting up op highlights. This ain't even his gun. 3 kills for him. Barrel scene. That's an easy kill for Juna. And he takes both. Double there for Juna. 2 rounds for Aether. And Micro putting on highlights.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know Micro had this in his bag. Able to pull out a little couple tricks. Rolling on out there, covering middle, then rotating over. The crosshair placement on that AWP. The tripwire shots he's connecting right now just make it look like he is comfortable. Like he's a veteran on that AWP. Shutting down every play that Seoul's making in multiple parts of the map, and fearlessness as well. Big cherry on top, the way that he is just establishing control on this map right now. Jumping through middle onto Cat once again, now covering off top of middle. There's another chance to find a shot, but this time it goes awry. Xani puts him down right there and shuts the op out of the server.
That's a face swing right there if I've ever seen one. Perfect crouch peek. Micro doesn't quite flick onto his target. 4 versus 5. Grenade deep though. Excellent onto Xani. Jump up there too with the headshot. Followed up. Flashbang forward though. That's an overstep. Not ready for them to be oh so close. And Sane tussling in middle. It's gonna try and jump up on the catwalk. Tender still out towards long, however. Could be a problem. Swings forward. Tries to take some space, but can't hit the shot. Noto does go down eventually. Still looking to try for that retake. Arios moving forward. Sees the head and pops it. Can he get the second? Yes! Swing in for middle from Sane. Can Jeeps the coach do it? He cannot. Seoul will continue to 5.
That's a dance away from Sane. Can't escape. As eventually gets put to rest right there. Sane coming through, collection the 1v2 before they can get onto the site, before they can get into the danger zone of him not being able to protect that bomb. And finally, a little bit of relief here after a couple of rounds in a row for Aether. They put an end to Micro's antics in the opening stages of these rounds and slow his opping down here. Quick utility. Micro wants to step forward. He has an op to deal with now. Crystal once again. Looking to toss in some utility here. Not to blow open the smoke, but to toss it towards the top of mid. This T-side flying at them through middle. Micro left outside looking in on the smoke.
Fast mid to B right now. Nade breaks the smoke, but Noto turns around and deals with Micro. Mac 10 makes his way into B. It leaves Arios back to the site, and he gets cleared. B site take flawless from Seoul. Juno will walk up, take a peek in through the window, but this is not going to be happening. Tender to save. And Seoul to 6.
See how much of a hunting party they want to send at Tender here at this point. He's been spotted in transition towards the catwalk. Tossing in a little bit of a smoke and is going to head towards long. He's going to have to show his position here soon on the back of the site. Getting wrapped up through long as well. Some serious problems start to arise here. But Seoul continuing their quick motion there. I said there was going to be a lot of off-spawn calls. Well, right there, flying through middle. Managing to escape Micro's early positioning and then work their way through the round quickly into mid to B. Enough mid distraction from Noto as well, right? He does so much to draw everyone's attention towards middle. If you're on that B site, you want to try and fight on one front, so you almost have to pick your poison of trying to contain of tunnels or of middle, and they got caught way too focused on middle, allowing for everyone else through tunnels to capture a lot of space. That's what Noto just did in that round. Pretty much win it for them. Jump spotting coming through here once again as Micro remains aggressive. Looking for the jump spot. Any vision here. A missed shot from Crystal could put pressure on him as they crunch through lower as well. Juno's able to capture a kill.
Maybe even extras. No, but Crystal's putting on the hold. Will blow up to the grenade, though. Keeping it 3v3, keeping it steady. Micro's op, though, is still in play, and that mid-smoke should be fading soon. This is the key centerpiece of the round right now for Aether.
Has been for their 2-round wins as well. Looking to continue that effort here, but in his aggression, they're losing a couple of teammates. Putting it into an early 3v3 puts a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Holding such a thin line towards catwalk. Making sure that that's protected for his teammate on A. So that's a huge relief for Tender, at least not having to worry about that for now. This T side is so split up right now. It's tough to imagine an end goal in mind here. One player kind of inching towards long. No flashes, no faking utility towards that way. It's just going to be walking out towards Jeebs on the B site.
Jeebs playing a very risky angle. 25 seconds. Molly available.
Late to delay.
I mean, he that's the chance right now. Sees the smoke. Should drop the Molly right now. But it'll be a teammate smoke instead. The tunnel smoked out as well. 10 seconds? Are you kidding me? You have to run through a smoke into the B site. The flashbangs are good, though. Micro from Car, however, tucks in, entrenches himself for the second. Steps up for the third. More highlights for Micro. Give this man an op. He delivers.
Oh, my God. Another massive 3K here for Micro. Shutting them down. Jeebs offered up a little bit of distraction from the back site there while Micro knocks him down. Not a common place to deal with an op right there in the middle of Car as well. But makes it look comfortable. Win in position. Off the coordination of Jeebs. And just so much time, creating so much panic for Seoul. Didn't have enough to comfortably trade things out into the site. Micro still aggressive with the op. This time routing up catwalk, looking for opening duels. Another Xbox smoke. I don't see that often, but
yeah,
been willing to throw it out a couple times.
You don't really want to throw Xbox smokes because it allows cat aggression much easier. Door smoke is better because the cat players also have to worry about lower tunnels. And, well, none of that matters. Still cat control. Tender on the wall and gets plastered. Micro has to step back and put up another sight hold, but that missed shot might cost him his round. He's going to lob a molly. He's going to try and hop out. Dance right now. He lands a tag, but no kills. It's in a spiral right now for Aether. A good kill back coming through from Juno. They still want to throw their hand into this retake. They have another HG to lob onto the site. That could kill Sane if well placed. But they're not even going to try it. Or will they? They can still go up towards Cat. Still go up towards Xbox. And Xani now feeling the pressure. Crystal, though, will pass the test. Jeeps next up to swing. Flashbang off his face. And Arios with nothing to say in this one. Flying Mac 10 gets the dink. And Crystal completes the triple. Seoul up 7-3.
It's got to be maximum flash time right there when you just eat the flash right in your eyeballs. That is brutal stuff right there. But again, Seoul turn up the pace before. You can really see Aether's vision formulate, falling slowly back from the op there, putting a lot of pressure on Micro connecting. And to be fair, he has been hitting a lot of these shots, making it look very comfortable for himself. But rifle close range, trying to get a flash setup to re-aggress through catwalk, and then getting caught by a wide swing like that, it's just so punishing on that timing right there from Aether, or for Aether. So Seoul pretty much coast through that round. And a hero op now for Micro to try and pull out. Alongside some upgraded pistols and armor here there. But, I mean, again, 3 rounds, I think, largely brought to you by Micro here so far. Cannot understand the vision behind this idea.
Juno for a mid-peak. Op shot fires, so goes in, sees 2 players in Sui as well. Knows that's 1 player crossing back, but doesn't really want to mess with the AWP. Micro, in the meantime, gets the feet pushed up long and gets the collateral! Oh my god! Micro, the stand-in op, can't miss a highlight!
Oh my god. Just airlifting them through these CT rounds right there.
I don't know how a collateral can even be hit at the long doors like that, and now they're going into a scout, or at least thinking about it. My god, this game is crazy from Micro.
Just pumping out numbers right now. I mean, determining rounds here at this point. We have seen Tinder get a little bit aggressive towards long doors and get punished for it, but this time just holding his pistol up close. You already got a 5v3. There isn't much of a need to press the issue anymore. He's going to take a more relaxed angle here towards long.
Oh, was that scope
right there? I don't think it was registered.
Tender. Aware. First headshot good. Sees the next 2. Tender. Gonna be forced out by the utility, though. That should be his doom. The molly in the bottom of the pit. He will stay alive. Unbelievably so, but then the smoke allows for the swing. Micro having to deal with the op of Crystal at the moment. It's just too risky. The angle's not great, but Arias does scoop up an AK. Does hold the doors, too. Keeps them boxed in 15 seconds, and they're not going to go for this. It's going to be an eco round win here for Aether to step back into the game. Micro with the collateral, man. I can't believe it.
Ooh,
and
after time?
Oh, after time. That's devastating right there. That's 2750 for Noto. And Sane only on 1400. Solar broke into the last round of the half.
Yeah, there's just another round right there, I think, really given by Micro and his HWP. Collateral to start it off there. Instant 5v3, essentially. And even the coverage that he provides for the Deagle right there, allowing for Tinder to stay alive for so long. Just the threat of that op alone scared them for forever, forcing another smoke off that they could have tried to use for cross if they wanted it. And so Micro's impact with this AWP has given them 4 so far. And likely going to be a 5th here, given the buy. I mean, Crystal still has an AWP in play. That's good news, but everyone else is pretty low on money here. Xani bringing out an AK alongside him. Tools limited, Salt. And they find anything extra. They brought some great structure. They're going to need 1 more round here. Try and cap off this half, though.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult because they have to take not just cat control, but also complete the execute. So that's one of the 2 smokes. So we'll have expended towards mid doors.
See a lot of teams here with 4 tons players and then 1 kind of lurking player towards top of middle, try and work their way through a quicker mid to B, but with the op being the player on the lurk, it's going to be a little bit challenging, and they just don't have the utility to flush Cat off right now. So Tinder boosted up, takes it, pistol down, and now walking their way
mid doors.
through mid doors. There is a bit of an oversight here.
Yeah, there's no one covering the mid to B right now, sprinting up through mid. Now they hear it, but they don't have time to deploy their utility. Micro, though, does break the smoke. But two kills go into the B site to make it possible. Crystal can hold the door shut on the mid to B. Tender, though, on top of the Xbox. Crystal does not hit the shot. Under some serious pressure, running out of ammunition, running out of chances. It is just Sane. 1v2. He does cross over to Car, though, and this could be extremely unexpected. Will they clear this? June has a molly. That goes in well into the site, but Sane will not be cleared, but the shots are not good, even with the team kill. It is not enough. It is 5 rounds, at least for Aether, helped out by Micro's AWP. A stand-in op masterclass from Micro. The kill total reads 12 and 9, but the skill total shows far more than that. Multiple triple kills, collaterals, and everything brought together, but it only resulted in 5 rounds. We'll see if Aether can bring anything more to the table here on Dust 2. As Soul take to the CT side, it's a long car crash coming through, but no kills just yet. The T's do get through the long doors, so this gets crazy. Flashbang forward, but there's no way they can keep swinging this, right? One kill comes through from Noto, but Tender is chopping them down with a triple, lining up players as well. Just leaving Sane and CT to stop an inevitable pistol round here for Aether. 6 rounds for them.
Yeah, Tender really stepping up to the plate now as well in this comeback effort. I mean, 3 kills from him in the last round right there. Able to find another 3. So Micro and Tinder are leading the total when it comes to rounds that Aether are able to win. That too, right there, doing a lot of heavy lifting and allowing for them to claw this way back in to this matchup here. Full USPs and a flashbang out for the CT side. So not going for any sort of force by antics. Looking for those rifles as soon as possible here. We do have one flash, I think, maybe to try and regain some control of Cat. Let them walk on up and then throw a little pop flash in their face.
That ain't happening. Instead, they're just going to make a ton of noise as they swing.
Well, if this is a silent crawl up long right now, that's going to be the perfect counter to
everyone.
everyone.
Oh, God. Hello there. Oh, what a shot from Micro.
Dang.
Snipes him out the sky. Smoke to Cat as well. Will lock out all of these armorless pistols. And I think they have an idea. That was a one flashbang, too.
Yeah,
he picked it up.
Yeah. Well, $200 donated. Team damage going through as Tinder just taps away another 3K.
Yeah, you're not getting that AK.
Micro's not even focused on where Xani's going. He's focused on where he wants to go and really shut down this one. Riot's able to put that one around the rest. AK's recovered. And Aether tying things up now after a bit of a slow start here on Dust 2 with Seoul showing what they're made of. They're able to bounce back here.
Tender, by far, has been the strongest rifler in the server. We've seen some of those crisp headshots coming through. And able to punish some of these Seoul players who stand out in the open, try to plant their feet and fight. Tender gets to show off some of his mechanics as well, just against the USPs. But now the rifle round. June up, strafing out long. Gets to the close wall already. One flashbang back in, blinds both players. Tokyo Peak didn't see anybody as he swung through the smoke. 4 versus 5. And it's time to slink away for the CTs.
They're doing such a good job of continuing that utility, making sure that there's no further damage done, even when there's players turning that corner late in the round. Now they have such great map control here. We're still lurking presence throughout the map. Look for the doors from Arias.
Don't think that blooms properly. Still, though, no one's going to be peeking over the top of it either way. It'll be a car crash on Cat. No utility, though, for these two players. One flashbang will destroy them. But instead, it's looking at dry swing coming through from the side of Aether. Doesn't matter. Tender sprays them both down. And that's the sight.
Able to lay claim to that quickly. Nice molly for the flank right there. Noto could have formulated some sort of success up catwalk if he was able to follow in their footsteps, but instead slowed off. And how about another one for your troubles? Spotting out a player moving up catwalk, but I don't know how interested they are going to be in this retake. There isn't a kit. Sure, maybe a smoke and a flash, but can't really count on into this retake here, so gonna run away into T-spawn now. Aether claiming the lead early in the second half. And as you said, I mean, Tinder being a huge facilitator now as well with the rifles, continuing his count.
Yeah, the fact that Aether are able to do this with their coach. When Insane gets picked, that's just massive. 2 saved rifles taken away. Able to do this with a stand-in and a coach. And Micro having to pick up the AWP as well is a testament to some resilience here. Typically with love, but Juna, who I believe is formerly Arcade, by the way. Just a little rebranding.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, some very experienced players in the server for Aether.
Yeah, that's good to know. Going through a new name there. Sane, not gonna last too long. A bit isolated on this B side, and they can't crack their way through The smoke's now already captured. Micro now on the hunt. Let's get Deagle down. Rifle to be recovered. Only picked up. That'll call it. Aether gonna move up to 9 here. While the rest save onto their firepower. But Aether are really making strides in this T side already.
Yeah, up 9-7. If they could take away some of the remaining rifles, you know, just try to find Tokyo Peak. But it looks like this time around, there will be a proper save. Kind of when it matters the least, to be honest, because none of the players are really armored up. Still, though, Seoul will go into this round with a real solid buy, and probably an AWP. Tokyo Peak, if he wants to go glass, he has 49.50. I'm sure he's weighing the option, but not to be. So, no AWP, and Micro's going long with it.
For any sort of mollies, missed shot though on the cross towards the pit. So successful long control here for Seoul, despite the risk that they took in taking that cross. Half of Micro's HP chunked for that attempt. Might make it a little bit easier for Crystal to deal with that AWP if it's heading his way. And it just might. Slowly claiming some mid control right now before they move elsewhere.
They're out of utility for mid at the moment. Exani will go up on the boost, but they know they've gotten this control for free. Arias is going to line up. This is risky to stand in the open for that, I will not lie, but Exani up on the boost. Will he be cleared is the question. He's getting mollied. He's burning. And he's done. Sane in the sight with Noto, though. Puts up a good hold. That classic Dust 2 defense. That B site. But this round still gets interesting. Juno steps in the corner. Sees both players. Here on that A site. Trapped in the corner. Needing to hit one of these shots. And he does! What a headshot at a Crystal! Judah still making plays, can drop a smoke, and potentially even escape. This is unbelievable stuff. 20 seconds, though. Time is waiting! Oh, the shoulder could have been seen, but not meant to be. Instead, the step forward. Micro in the opening! Gets the rip off a second shot! Juna now jumping down into the site. What? Out of ammo, last bullet does it! Are you kidding me? Juna's gonna be able to get the plant down. But does need to pull off a reload as Tokyo Peak walks forward. He's gonna pull out the dual Berettas. Are you kidding me? The dual Berettas are enough! 2 versus 4 for Aether.
Oh my god, the most ridiculous fashion. Having to jump over his opponent's head. 180 for the kill on his last bullet available. What is that?
And he had dual Berettas
ridiculous.
From the pistol round, Cole. Juna hasn't gone down since the pistol round. That's why he's got dualies. Oh my god.
Boy, do they come in handy right there. That is just nasty. Ripping away a little bit of hope from Seoul. Just when you think you're getting back into the swing of things right there. A 2v4. And honestly, such great early defensive protocols. Getting that boost up before there's even a mid to B smoke is kind of surprising, to be honest with you. So I think that should have been just the instant punish. But they still have a molly for him, only going 1-for-1 before traded out. The instant dismissal from Juna in CT spawn for that scout as well. Being able to route through that round. That is just brutal stuff.
I just can't believe it. I'm shook. I'm in shock. This is North American Counter-Strike. Posted. Should have gotten punished for that, but obviously it's Jeeps, the coach, on the other line. Is Micro gonna step up? It's contact on Cat. There's nothing Xanny can do. No utility to keep him forced off. Gun out. Molly in towards the ramp. And yeah, he is so cooked. Still gets one, but burns. And now out long. Tokyo Peak screwed. Aether completely rinsed this round. And are looking to walk away with a flawless Dust 2 T side.
Showing no signs of stopping here. Control too strong. A complete takeover. The back of Micro. Picking up the op in the first half and asserting dominance with it. Then you see Tinder getting a little bit more involved. Now Juna stepping up to the plate here and providing even more coverage. It has turned into a bit of a one-man show for the first 4 rounds. And on the second half, it's been a full team effort.
What?
That's so ridiculous.
What?
No way.
And Crystal's surely dead. Player coming in from tunnels, player coming in from the window, and Bender's got him. Oh my god. Full run and gun AK headshot through the wall to make it make sense.
That's how you gotta clear that close right angle right there. From now on. Always run through middle, pre-firing the right. There's no known counter. What are you supposed to do against that? Nice boost here from Micro. Lands a tag.
Stand-in offer.
To even cross here, and another attempt almost connecting through the wall there. I like the position he takes to try and do further damage, even if it's not a kill on the cross. It just provides even more threat for a rifle in the server that is now kind of sole responsible for this B site hold.
Yeah, boost up doesn't quite hit the headshot either. The strong mechanics we're looking to see here out of Seoul just really aren't present. They have chances to punish, to win an impactful fight. They only get so many opportunities, and if you don't capitalize on them, Aether, the proper team in this matchup, are going to be able just to put the squeeze on the defense, and they're looking to do just exactly that. It's Sane solo long with just a FAMAS versus 4 players. Flashbang through the door. Sane is safe from it, but this will be cleared, and he's only good for 1. Noto now here at Car is gonna get mollied. Will it spread? It does. It's his doom, you'd have to think. So far, it's a 3 versus 3. Seoul still fighting. Rotates arriving. Tender crouching up the catwalk, though. If he stands up, he should have this kill. Crystal getting spammed. His teammate goes down instead. And the bomb will be planted. 2v2. 2 players from CT, 2 at long.
Oh, Crystal spotted. Can't jump up the new box now. Juna's repositioned, looking a little too strong. Jeebs can strike at any moment here. Now heads up for Juna, but punished eventually, and Jeebs just the same. So Seoul looking to survive here a little while on Dust 2.
The damage there from Jeebs was immense, but no kills come through. Juno out of ammunition. Couldn't actually spray down the last player. Maybe a little too eager in that situation. Could have taken a bit of a chill moment. But Jeeb not fighting properly with his teammate. And so Seoul up to 8. Still plenty of cash for Aether. Still another buy. Swing out for the AWP as well. And is a door smoke. There it is. And the op shot does not connect, so. Mid control it is.
A lot of utility on taking this long control for the CT side. We saw multiple smokes in play right there. Multiple flashes, mollies. It works here. And the decision here from Aether to quickly transition their attack away from long and also run the map is perfect off the back of the amount of resources that they spent early. It'll play in a forward angle, can try and take contact and then press the issue. We'll see what he can gather. So any info, there's the molly, really well placed, avoids the op shot as well, and slows the roll here. Just aggression towards B.
Looks like they're still gonna hit the B site, especially as they drop that smoke. That's almost like an invitation. They're like, that's your last piece of utility? That's great. And a mid to B would be absolutely devastating right now. There's nothing that they can really do to stop it, and here you go.
2 players isolated on this B side, having to deal with multiple prongs. This is not easy. They're going to have to pick a fight here soon.
Well, the player at Hummer decide to swing. Arios is still so aware of this. Potentially sees the foot. He takes him down. Sane just trade, but that's all that matters. There's just one defender remaining. He gets picked. Perfect B site take. And that is map point for Aether.
Excellently done right there. And the contact block is feels so risky, but it's calculated as well. When you have the op identifying a player in the back of the site and the way that they scale in, reading where that defense is going to be, avoiding most of their problems. Crystal saving this op going to be a challenge. Nice shot initially on the tender, but
there's like 30 more seconds for them to hunt.
So much time. And just box him in. Slowly work this map control here. Micro is going to swing wide and instantly falls over. Last 2 players going towards long. Now, there isn't a crazy amount of money here, but they're still hunting Jeeps. Next at bat there. Another one falls. Crystal now looking to avoid the flames, but everyone falls on the side of Aether. Crystal, the only sole survivor.
Op quad kill on the save, but it does just keep the dream alive here for Seoul. The money would have been absolutely terrible otherwise. So, just a single MP9. Op here for Micro, and there's a tag for 90 damage. Op is going to go down to the lower tunnels, though. This is not seen. The big question is, will this be communicated?
So much resources on this B side. You have to think they'd be careful. Stepping forward into the crosshair of Jeebs. Easy pickings. Dapping the toes out of Crystal, the one that was fighting for his life in the last round, doing most of the damage on this defense. Now watching from the sidelines.
3 players into lower tunnels. Make it 4. As Nodo steps forward, it should just be inevitable doom. So many players about to be on his screen. Arios up on the jump up, and the shots are not clean from Nodo. It's 2 quick kills. 2v2. Both players spread out across the map as well. And this should just be completely over. Seoul outplayed, outshot in this game. Unless Sane has anything to say. We'll turn back to long and just get opt instead. That's it. Seoul's map pick. Looking to go the way of Aether.
Your peak just hoping for some sort of kills, but Micro's taking such a nasty spot. And Arias gonna put this round to rest here. This map to rest is Aether take Seoul's map pick here, opening up on Dust 2. So much being put together by Micro initially to get them in the server. I like this control on T side. I felt like they had some good game plans down, but hop into the second half, and I think a lot of those details go thrown to the wayside when the mechanics of Aether actually do take a big advantage. So excited to see Aether have, you know, that the better end of both fronts here in this matchup, knowing that they're the team that's been putting in a lot of work. But see what they can do on train. Again, surprising that pick. They're ready to bring it here as they push out in towards the outer yard.
Yeah, and 2 instant headshots, though, come through from Seoul. We also have another walk through the smoke coming through from the side of Crystal. Had a chance, but missed his opportunity, and that lets Micro get to work with a double. Can they get in? Can they stay safe? Yes, but Xani does eventually collect the kill on a tender. That puts Micro into a clutch, needing a quad kill here. And no armor as well. The aim punch devastating. Lands a headshot, but it's no kill as Xani swings in. We'll take the pistol round for Seoul.
Oh, nicely done right there in recovery. Taking some risky moves to try and save that round. Pushing through the smoke in the bomb plant. And then another player pushing through Pop to secure it. Sonny able to capture those last 2 kills. And ensure that it goes their way. Because some missed opportunities flaring up in the 5v3 could have started Seoul off on a sour note. We head into round number 2. Not a force buy here from Aether, surprisingly enough. I mean, it makes a little bit of sense here, trying to get as much utility as possible on the T side of Train.
I think they want op for micro as well. That is going to be the key piece here. We're seeing such little opening utility as well for Seoul. No front A main smoke as is typical. And now a crossfire here in the B halls. I think shoulder was seen. That's a nice dink out of the Glock, but the MP9s will be able to handle this. Tender, though, does make some waves. Wins a straight head-to-head versus Tokyo Peak. Picks up an M4 and gets the run through. Back lanes will even just throw out the M4. That's one of the expensive weapons gone here for the CTs.
Yeah, I mean, 3 MP9s held on to. It'd be lovely to try and recover that, but that's just not an option anymore. Bomb is a little bit further away, so he's just hoping for some extra kills here as this round plays out. But yeah, I think one of the most interesting parts about Train right now, maybe a little bit underutilized space towards Ivy. Still see, like you said, protocols here maybe being missed, maybe just not wanting to sacrifice the utility up against what is going to be a pretty deadly, or what could have been a pretty deadly buy. But as you said, I think T-Con control is just the most important map control for the CT side to capture. And as you can see, that they're not throwing some of those early smokes that are very common. That could allow Aether now with the full purchase, especially with the micro AWP, to start punishing early on. Actually doesn't go for it. So it gets a full belt of utility, but could offer up some advantages here. In the meanwhile, Crystal does buy an AWP on that defense, so could allow for some early strikes here on the CT side.
I'm already seeing no A main smoke here on the opening setup. This is a Crystal wanting to take an angle deep in towards A main. There comes the utility on the move. Will expend a lot of their resources to take map control. Aether, we're already planning to seed away. That shadow is seen. And more grenades get siphoned out of the pockets of the CTs.
Now left with 2 smokes left and 2 mollies to back this up. So, as you highlighted, that CT side utility already running a little bit low. As they used so much of it early here. Now Aether trying to stay patient and gear up for an execute, especially if it's towards that B side here. I mean, the luxury of this round here is only going up against 2 MP9s on this B side of the map. Still, though, 2 defenders ready to go. Can be challenging to get past.
They got a molly for Sane, but CT molly, we're pushing past that one for sure. And Sane down at 19, 1 bullet, now 2. And now dead. Noto, though, will not play his hand from upper. But it's being watched.
Wow.
Yep, there you go. Perfect from Micro. It's like, hey, we've only taken down 1 player on the site. Things are a little too quiet. And perfectly played. Aether, easy B-side take.
Yeah, just great utility on the inbound right there. And not a lot of rush to press the issue on those MP9s. They're very strategic about taking that map control. And leads to an instant save. I mean, that's the value of executing up against 2 MP9s right there. It's just not going to be enough firepower, especially at that range towards upper. Micro playing coverage there with 2 instant entries, and will lift Aether off of 0 once again in this map.
Terrorists win.
I do got a little bit of news from Flo as well. He is working right now, so that's the reason he isn't currently present in the server.
Flo, one of your former teammates, as I've heard.
Yes, yeah, we did play some lands together. We tore it up. I was To be honest, like when he first got into ECL, he was still playing main, so he kind of skipped a step and went from main to ECL in like one big jump, which is really cool to see him, the trust in what he brings to the table. But as I said, he's a very vocal player and a very, you know, smart, cerebral player as well. So really cool to see him get that opportunity. And he was willing to share the op with me, so I do appreciate that.
Yeah, because you needed your crutch, boy.
Yeah, I needed the skill cannon. You play up against good players, you got to make sure you have the good guns.
That's speaking facts there, Mr. McHenry. We have Juna stepping out from heaven. No spots. I think he saw shoulder. Gun out again. Now Micro makes the move too. Well played here between these two B lurkers. Nodo down to 25 as well.
I mean, this is so much trust in Nodo. They're not rotating. They're not budging at all.
Pushing
in
A main
towards
instead.
Yeah, this is a big move, but it could be anticipated right now. Tough shot ahead for Crystal, but nails it. Goes for a second as well. The crosshair placement perfect from Crystal. And the lack of rotation there, a complete shock to Aether.
Micro, though, is also going to walk through the smoke right into Vixania. Double A main setup. Prepared for the rotate on back. Tokyo Peak holding on to Ivy. Like Aether, like, yeah, we gotta kill him. He's like, surely it's empty. Over here towards Ivy, but okay, we can see another 2v4 in play. It is possible. 20 seconds still remaining on the clock. It has to be kills. Juno will walk for Crystal, goes in for the peak, but not ready for it. Tender's gonna sprint forward, but this round he's doomed. Knife out, done. As Seoul down on the 4v5 without map control. Take that A main space, get 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the idea from Aether right there. You put so much pressure on Nodo, he's down low. You think that there should be panic in the calls, saying, please, someone help me. Otherwise, we're going to lose this round. But no one on that CT side budges. They just hold towards Ivy and A main and T-Con. So, very surprised to see that. But good decision making there, a bit of a gamble. Same A main control utility put into play once again. This is pretty much every round now at this point for Seoul if they have the utility. They're leaving T-Con open in the early round, tossing in utility late.
Oh, hello. Okay. 3 players there, only 1 covering, and Juna does not convert the kill. A double for Ixani, standing on 5 HP. And looking to continue forward. Tender even drops the bomb and says, hey, I gotta play. Good molly as well from Micro, but the jump up from Tokyo Peak stands in the flames, takes the quick kill, and Crystal picks the Heaven player. And that makes 4 rounds here for Seoul.
That comfortably put together right there. I mean, that's just a massive defense from Ixani. Able to lock it down with a multi-kill. Just almost a spray from Juna that would have cracked open that site and pretty much tossed things over, I feel like. But without that trade kill coming through, Ixani tanking through multiple players helps out the defense immensely. Forces him on the pistols here on the CT side. Very sharp here.
Noto's getting bullied here on the B side, I will not lie. Constantly is going down to half HP at the start of these rounds while trying to jiggle peek.
Yeah, I mean, he's left early and isolated because of the, you know, ever-present T-Con control that they're taking. That means you have to have a couple players ready to go. As the A1S runs a little bit dry. 2 bullets left. He's not down yet. Pistol pulled. And he has help. Coverage coming through. Juna finally.
Wait.
Puts him down.
He 1D Crystal.
Up.
And, but he can't scope in fast enough. Juno 1D'd Crystal from the sandwich position in the middle of that fight. That's how Micro gets the op. But not able to scope in fast enough. So it's 5-1. Seoul starting off well. But oh my god, absolutely. insane things that are happening inside of A main. I mean, shoot, Seoul have 2 players. They have Xani and Sane. All they're missing is In. And it's insane.
I feel like I still see that guy around in matchmaking every once in a while too. Oh, I see Micro seriously doing this on a timing.
Oh!
As you said, continuing to bully Noto on this B site, who's just left a little understaffed in the start of these rounds, and this time gets punished for it. Last time they didn't take space towards B. They're still a little bit slow on the uptick right now.
Overthinking this a bit right now. I'd have to say Nade is going to go past Xani.
Surely.
Now
Surely
Xani's
not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He got one.
Oh, he got the kill. He got one. Oh, boy. And he sees the bomb.
He saw the bomb.
There's still Seoul are still all over this A site. None of them have rotated B, and Crystal gets that kill. Are you kidding me? Seoul lost their B anchor and didn't rotate a single player. Tokyo Peak. It surely will be unexpected in the sandwich position, right? But Jeeves is going to make the call. The coach, the stand-in, is going to run off to the B site, and he will pull off the outplay in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Tokyo Peak is going to have a whole map to tear through right now at this point. And so that allows Jeeb all the time in the world to get to whatever post plant he wants to start off in. Tokyo Peak going to start his long rotation in just now.
He's a kit. He's not going to find one in Jeebs. Oh, he's going to step up on the sidewalk?
Oh.
Oh, this is a very risky angle. He's going to call the bluff. Or is he? He's so convinced he's coming on the flank. And... oh, hands his back over to Tokyo Peak. That hurts.
Yeah, not the easiest place to play from there, but obviously unsure where Tokyo Peak's coming in from. Time for the defuse. Not a lot left, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of delay right there. Finds himself in a difficult position. Back handed over. So is the round, and that was a round that, again, Aether finding their access towards B and never really capitalizing on that sort of control. Micro cracks it open. They even kill Insani. They spot the bomb. I think Insani, on his push, probably saw something flare up on the radar. That's not the first time they missed out on opportunities to capture a weakened B site and get down to half.
Noto getting bullied again. Flashbang up. But no kills. 6 on the angle for too long. Micro swings back in, unblinded.
Third time's the charm. We get the opening pick on Noto. They don't rotate.
They still haven't.
First time, you think, okay, they kind of got us on a read. Second time, we know a tendency is kind of flaring up. Third time,
Are you kidding?
you can't get fooled again.
Oh.
But they just might.
They're gonna get fooled again. It's gonna happen. In fact, they're playing full forward on the A site. 2 players Ivy. Singh keeps smoking out A main. Like, this just isn't real, man.
This is unbelievable luxury here. Losing your P player so consistently and still having 4 players ready to go in this A defense.
Oh, but monster flashbang this time around, not happening. Crystal, being an op highlight, will fall back in towards the Z connector. Another Molotov, though, and still 3 players here on the site. Good entry from Micro as he runs through the smoke, but still some insanity here. Tokyo Peak will follow the coach. And Crystal jumping no-scope not happening. He's finally going to save. As yes, they get the opening pick and they challenge the whole team again.
Don't really give themselves an easy way through this round. Now a hunt. Crystal could be caught on a tough timing right now. If there's ever a swing, instead it's going to be an awkward angle from Tinder, letting him walk right into the crosshair. Surprised to see Crystal hang around without a kit, but hands the op over. And with the amount of damage that was done just a round prior when they ran into the 4-man stack on A, this time around, actual victory, being able to topple over in the chaos in the 5v3, still being able to take charge. They're going to break the money.
I mean, obviously for the side of Aether, you're expecting, like, a hard rotate to go the way of Seoul.
At least
right,
one
when you take
person.
down that B player. And then, you know, okay, maybe what remains on the A site is, you know, a player at Ivy and a guy close A main, right? That's the idea for Aether. So you can just, like, you know, okay, we send 4 players A main with a pop flash, and it's over for that guy, right? So they had the great idea. They had the 3 versus 5. But constantly, Seoul continue to just keep their head down and pretend that the B site doesn't exist. And it's nearly worked in back-to-back rounds.
Kicks hard. Multiple
Exciting
players
herd.
running in towards Pop right there. So there's a lot of resistance to have to deal through. Right now, Juna punished this aggression. One falls and another as well. Juna doing a great job of putting that aggression to rest. Shutting down those MP9s, only taking half his HP for his troubles. And when Noto's down, might lead to a little bit more confidence that she can walk in towards B here as well.
Okay, 3 versus 5. Jiggle Peak. Oh, Arios was not seen by that Jiggle Peak. And Swing seen here as well. The remaining players are basically known, and so they're just gonna rip all the guns away, except for Crystal. Hammers a deagle headshot, thanks for the AK, but the rest of the team is off to the opposite side of the map. This. Okay, I was like, where did the AK go? Yeah, I was like, huh? Something's going on. But yeah, bomb's gonna get planted here on B. Crystal is gonna fight to hold on to his AK for a very long 40 seconds.
Well, Micro actually might be one of the first casualties.
Hi there.
That is a op to be picked up right there for Crystal. His weapon of choice. He fell, picks up the rifle just in time for another one to fall. He's done this once or twice. He's seen this sort of hunt come his way. I think he's safe at this point. There's not a lot of motion left to try and capture him. So Crystal doing just enough, catching players off guard. Not only to hold on to an AK here, but probably an op, to be honest with you.
Terrorists win.
So we'll see if that op can be the difference maker in this one, as it's another force buy for Seoul. They're gonna force buy around the AWP with just MP9s. And it might work. Flashbang forward, 3 players blind, but then sticking around for too long after that initial kill. They don't have the utility to keep the space, so Tokyo Peak's just gonna make a play. He's gonna hope for the kills, and it's not gonna work. Tender does flick back to the smoke in time. And Crystal will be on another save operation for that AWP.
Have been pretty successful on these saves. We died 3 times so far in this map. So this one should be nice and secure. Maybe not. Micro this time a little bit quick on the hunt. Crystal, be prepared for this. A bit of a tough spot right now. Yeah, it might just be overlooked here in Pop, though.
Terrorists win.
Turning around.
Oh, I think he was hurt.
The footsteps in and chases him down there. Crystal can't escape this time.
I wonder if the bomb made a sound effect for when he got hit by it. Because you hear that on his side. I wonder if that's available for all players to hear. The Micro hears that potentially and just like, oh shoot, he's in Pop. Wide swing him, and he does.
Finally, you know, rush out A as well for that T side into so much success, because finally Seoul start 2 players towards B. They'll look to learn from that mistake and go back to what has been their setup. So common. Jumping around the corner here, multiple players ready to punish this T-Con aggression. That is so easy for Jeeves and Tinder. And Micro
Micro.
doing what he does best, frustrating Noto on this B side. Or maybe a chance for revenge there.
Yeah, some bad timing. But try to pick up that AK, I dare you, says Arios. And it's time to plant that bomb. And 20 for Soul is not good. Last kill gets cleaned up. There will be no AWP for the final round of the half, unless Noto feels privy to it.
Yeah, at
And
this
what was a
point,
dominant start.
it feels like Noto's been sent to the slaughter on this B site so many times. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a priority, but not going to be the case.
I'm surprised that there aren't more retake setups here, especially from Noto as your solo. B site of Train, one of the easier sites to claw back in. This Molly, oh my goodness. It does not spread. It's a quick scope for Micro. A team flash as well for the no scope too. More highlights for Micro. And now the cutoff here from Juna is excellent. Crystal spotted here in the Z connector. Ah, he's just gonna go. Burn down to 1 HP. Get out of the solar system of these grenades. Is he gonna... I mean, he knows it's over. So... Player coming in from CT spawn. That's gonna do it. It is 6-all. A clawback here from Aether with 5 rounds in a row. Can they keep it up for the 2-0? And welcome back aboard to the Counter-Strike Network. We're here on the trains as we're taking off the opening round of the EPL Season 22 closed qualifier here in North America. Aether with a little bit of a run back on their map pick. And now Seoul taking to the T side to try and stop this 5-round streak.
Getting back into the swing of things here. Right, nicely. We'll see what they can do on this defense. Micro spotting out everyone. And now the whole lineup ready to go, but they're getting tapped away. Slowly dwindling in the ranks here. 3 kills coming through. They wanted to set up a huge firing range for Arias to just tap them out.
What? They just stood still. They just stood still as he jiggle peeks and picks one player at a time. Oh my goodness. They all wanted to set up the firing squad for the Z connector rotate, but Arias goes one at a time. They all drop. There's no trade. There's no potential for a trade frag. He's peeking so perfectly. Oh, Tender has missed an awful timing as they have walked out of Pop. And Sane even gets a kill back. But Tender taking his time. Oh, there's the flying USP kill in the kill feed right now.
You got that one dropping off the train right there. Yeah, I mean, I guess the big game plan right there and hitting the pause button as you enter into the lower side there is getting the player committed rotate out of Z and just, you know, essentially decimating him. But like you said, Arias taking that fight and managing to isolate those duels is just devastating to that game plan. Jiggling around the train right there, so that is the perfect counter. Now we got a full force buy from Seoul. They're going all in. It's going to be a crunch between the two MP9s as well. Juno and Micro joining forces here. Close range.
Oh boy!
Again for them.
And here comes the second player. And 4 players get toppled inside of the Brown Halls, just leaving Ixani. Straight 2v5 with MP9s. And everyone gets dropped. I mean, Juno just the lure. And Micro with the sweep. So
they just line up as well. So much team damage done in the T side. Just no space to try and land those trades comfortably. So the 2 MP9s tear through. Seoul waiting for that. And Ixani cut off in this angle. Pretty much cut off just about everywhere here at this point. See what he can do to try and crack through this round.
1D. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
Ixani slams him. He's on for the clutch. Sprinting out from the trains. Crossing over. Seen, dinked, done. By the coach, no less. But the force buy is not a success for Seoul.
A nasty shot from Ixani right there, but yeah, Jeeps coming out there and shutting down whatever sort of hope was built up. 3 AGs put into the mix. And the rest is going to be saving up here. A couple Deagles upgraded in the mix, but this is Seoul again kind of fighting with their back against the wall, hoping that maybe these 3 AGs can break something open for them. Tossed in.
Auto shotty?
Just go right by Micro's head.
No way!
He's going for jumping auto shotty kills. And he's got a close range tool here, a close range angle, and he's just
reload one at a time, baby! Infinite reloads for the auto shotty! 17 kills for Micro. The auto shotties maintained as well. Absolute beauty.
He's taking notes from Simple's main weapon.
I did recently... Oh god, don't remind me about the auto shotty on Anubis, dude. But I recently did a community survey for an unnamed game show that typically uses surveys. And question, most tilting weapon to be killed by. Number 1 was the Zeus. Number 2 was the XM1014.
I'm surprised the Zeus is above the knife. I hate getting knifed.
But there's nothing like you can't control your fate when you get one pump by the auto shotting.
Oh yeah, no, I understand why that's too. Especially on Nuke, you just get tore up on that map trying to get out of hut or squeaky.
And sometimes that gun is just a sniper rifle. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'd be just getting one tapped by it 20 meters away. Like what can I even do?
Well, also whenever I use it, it's all of a sudden just a pea shooter.
Yep, same here, dude.
So I think that adds to the frustrating factor right there.
My auto shotty don't do that.
Mm-hmm. It is the perfect tool to push up against the pistols like Micro just did in that last round. We got 45 on the clock. We don't got a lot of control here yet for this T side, just starting to take it dry now, but this might be a good timing. I mean, caught in transition is Juna almost not fully captured as he goes and picks up utility from his teammate, now being put on the play. A bit of an awkward bounce on that molly, but met by a smoke. It's going to delay this round out even further.
Flashes through though, run through the smoke, but they're out in the open. You would think that the crossfires would stand tall here. The Tender, back of the site. Be good for another. Has to reload, or does he? 5 bullets, 4. And now, switch to the pistol because he's got teammates to try and stop the bomb planter, but it's not enough for Micro. Tokyo Pete covers. And Seoul stay in it.
Just barely hanging in there for the bomb plant. Winning by elimination right there as well. Closing out those kills. I think just that aggression coming through out of ladder is right before Juna can get pushed up close and kind of block them as they're entering into the site and entering into the outer yard. So, I mean, a second later on that play, and it's probably a disaster for Seoul, but the timing of that push is perfect. Allows for them to hang in there a little while longer. Aether calling in a timeout. I think they did a lot right in that round in terms of saving utility late and being able to put panic on the bomb plant there in the time, but like you said, the crossfires getting quickly toppled is not something easy to deal with. And now they're going for a bit of a half buy here, saving some money but trusting in an AWP from Jeeves to Micro. Again, that trust is definitely well put in.
You know, it's actually just a half buy, but with Jeeves getting enough cash, here's Micro's AWP. Oh, but Noto with the shot across the map, basically. That's an op on the floor. It's going to try and be picked up by Juna next.
Now with the Rice's position, should be comfortable to pick that one up in just about.
It's going to swing.
Give it another go. Take 2. Same result. No punishing. Big number 6 for him. Had a bit of a slow start to this map, but what a time to come alive. What about Tender? He's got a scout already. Trying to find himself an MVP.
Mariah's big kill. It's Tender peeks back in. Bomb's coming out the A side, though. And Molly will get him. 2 versus 2. And a big rotation can be made here from Tender into CT spawn that they might not be prepared for. Tokyo Peak waiting for the big flank. Oh, but Sane playing a ridiculous angle right now. Letting him have access to the bomb. Turns around. And Tender nails the shot. They don't have a kit. They've got to move quick. And Tokyo Peak with the molly could lock it in. But they have smokes. They have smokes for the bomb. 2 of them go down. Tokyo Peak needing to stop the defuse. He's got it. And now Tender, he basically has to stick this bomb now. And he does not have time either. He will run away. And Seoul to 8.
Considering the start of that round, being at least in contention is so impressive. And an extra kill. Tokyo Peak just running away. Tender ran through Ivy and plucks him out. So all 5 fall here for Aether. And as you said, it was only a half buy. I mean, Jeeves did go pretty heavy on tossing an op over to Micro's position. But it was just a half buy. So they'll still have a good purchase in this next one. It's actually Jeeves rocking the AWP here for this round.
It's actually Tender giving it back to him. I wonder if Micro says, hey, I'm just not feeling it for this map. Good workout. It's Arios. Steps forward with the rifles here. Tender is the one to get the kill. Jeeves scopes up. He puts the op to work. Anyone could use it on this Aether team. It's Xani now. And another 1 versus 3 clutch. We'll start it off with the first kill, but getting closed in upon by Micro. Molly towards the back of red. Jeeves stepping forward and will nail the shot. Coach opping right now for Aether.
All right, man. Let's go, Jeeves here, able to put some work into the server as well. Was a little bit of help there in closing out that last map and bringing it home with the op there. As you said, maybe Micro just not really interested in bringing the op in for the CT side of train, was feeling it on dust too, but the game plan right there was very clear for Aether. Meet them at the early punch out of T-Con. And with the amount of rifle presence alongside Jeeves with some smart thinking, blowing open that smoke. Jeeves coverage here. Now another chance for Jeeves. Tech Nine's heading his way. Lets one slide by. Need to get the molly off ASAP here. As a rifle helping out. Tinder, the one to chew through these pistols now. Sidearm whipped out as well, doing damage here. And a 4K to keep them contained. Tinder knocking them all down here, cooking them up. And Crystal left on the other side of the map without bomb.
And Jeeves wanted to be real patient on the shot there. In my humble opinion, it's better to be lightning fast than super slow. You fire one shot. I'm saying this in a way where I would rather miss a quick shot than take a long time on a slow shot. I know, you can make it out as a bit of a meme, but I'm not taking a shot at Jeeves here. I'm not taking a shot at Jeeves.
That's just a bold take. I'm so surprised you would go in that direction of wanting to be Monacy instead of, I don't know.
Hey, careful the name you say. Careful the next name you say. Instead of which offer you were trying to say there? Instead of Jeeves. Okay. You know, but you know, if you fire fast, that means you just get to shoot the next shot even faster. Just say it.
That's true. 2 shots is better than 1 shot.
That is true. And that's the ace for Tender, by the way. A force buy down the drain for Seoul. This is likely a full eco and access to series point for Aether.
I mean, that's a full force buy punished. I mean, it feels like it's kind of a coasting to the finish line at this point. For Aether on the CT side, you got Jeeves pulling through game that we didn't know he had. He's a little bit more of a measured opper. We'll be able to take it in stride. It is funny to think about. Yeah, Monacy would be. Who'd you think I was gonna say there? By the way.
What? I'm not gonna. I'm not taking pot shots at any offers here. I'm known as a bit of a hot takes guy. I'm not afraid. You know, that's for my personal channels. All right.
That's for the YouTube.
That's for the YouTube. You know, I can take a pot shot at any offer I want, but
only love watching.
Only love watching here on ESL Pro League Season 22 close qualifiers. All right. So it's like, look, what about like the good slow offers? You know, what about like
I think Sun Pius is a little bit slow. He misses some, like, I would say, like, fast peaks. I don't think he's super flicky.
I was gonna say like Cadian, you know.
Yeah. I was actually gonna say Fallen, but I had to think of something else because he doesn't op anymore.
Yeah. I think. Well, are we just like naming people offers that are like?
I've recently given it up.
Yeah, recently. We're just naming offers.
Cadian,
Fallen.
It's a young man's game now, I guess.
And then Jeeves.
Hey, Jeeves is still opping though. He ain't giving that thing up. I said, you know, when you're playing good players, you got to get a good gun. Jeeves is following that logic.
He's just like you for real, Cole. as we are pushing off. Tech pause over Deagle Eco. For Seoul. Spread like
mix there. Ooh.
And Jeeves, okay, maybe he's fast on the off.
That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick. Nice leg shot right there on the Saint. Accurate as well, just not on the for the kill there. Taps away and does some damage. You gotta be careful in these isolated duels right now. For the CT side, it can be the perfect opening. This is interesting.
Oh, Micro's taking duels. He doesn't care. Solo B player, don't mind me. It's called getting info, actually. Oh, he's out of bounds.
3 peek. Give it a go. They just have deagles. There's no way they'll one dig you.
If you swing fast enough, they can't hit you. Because you turn into a mirage.
Get your gun out. Just holding his HE out. That is terrifying.
That's a little
Nice
flick.
reaction.
Come on. Micro just wants a duel, man. He's going for the jump shot at the very end, too. Here's a molly. Just make sure, you know, no third parties on this fight. Yeah, there you go. Get out of here, Crystal. Oh,
Hey,
there he
they got him.
goes. Unlike the 20th Deagle shot. It's a headshot. From across the board, of course. 1 deag for Crystal, but... Alright, Crystal should be dead about... That took a little bit longer than I was expecting, as it is series point here for Aether. Seoul coming through from that open qualifier. Straight out of Face It, but playing against a real team ranked in the VRS.
Hey, straight back into Face It after this.
Yeah. I guess so, Cole.
There's still time for pugs yet. The night is young. I guess the afternoon is young still. That means the night is very young. We got the
Or maybe
option from Micro here
Oh, boy.
again.
Hello there.
He has taken notes from Simple.
No, he missed one.
Yikes.
He missed the buckshot. Oh no.
See, that's what my auto shotting does right there.
You think you can kind of spray and pray, but you actually have to be accurate
Do
with the
have to
auto
hit the
shotting.
shots, yeah. It's got a bit of a tight spread there.
It's weird. There's probably like a sweet spot range where it kind of doesn't matter where you aim, but if you're too close, it actually has too tight of a spread where you can miss at close range.
Hey, it kind of looks like Aether are in the same mind of Seoul, saying, what if we lose our B player and make him think we're rotating to B, but we're all A secretly?
Well, too late. Juno's rotated to B. He's going to throw a smoke over towards the ramp
Ooh.
and then come
Just
back to
fake.
A.
Yeah, this is smart there. This is more of kind of leveraging what you would expect when you lose one pick, having someone close by in the rotate, but there still is a heavy presence, including a Jeeves AWP.
And they missed their smoke. They missed their sandwich smoke. Jeeves AWP could be farming, or it could just be tender here from hell. Seen on the shoulder, though. 2 kills quick. Arios, though, has some low HP targets to take. Juno for 1. Arios with the second, but not multiple on the MP9. It's down to Juno. Needs the long-range spray out of the M4. And will get it. Bombs down to the open. There's no time. It has to be the kill here for Noto. It's not there. It's the series here for Juno and Aether with stand-in offers. They get it done 2-0.
They finish it off right there, making sure everyone is able to get involved, and especially coming through in that late game from Micro and Tender, again being able to shut things down in multiple different fashions. Then Juno stepping up with the 4K to deny the cross there. Aether just showing up a little